What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you guys tuning into the channel. Today we are talking about Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. So Beverly Hills Cop Axel F is the latest in the franchise, and I have to say my wife and I had a really good time watching it. It's not a classic, it's not Beverly Hills Cop 1 or even 2. It's a lot better than 3. I've only heard things about 3, but this is a really solid entrance into the franchise. One of the things about delayed sequels is that you really have to get the script right, and if you don't get the script right, you have to make sure you get the humor right. So listening to Eddie Murphy on some of these talk shows, he was talking about how it took almost 15 years to get the script right for this film. And while the script is nothing super major to take away from, it is very intriguing. I really like the dynamic between him and his daughter. There's an estranged relationship there. And also there's a little bit of a connection with Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character, which I thought he did a really nice job stepping in for that everyday boots on the ground detective that needs to work with Axel. And yeah, I just had a really good time with it. You know, one of the things I like about the Beverly Hills Cop films, like, you just love seeing Eddie Murphy walk into a place, just bullcrapping his way into whatever situation he needs to get himself in or get himself out of. And that's the thing about Beverly Hills Cop, and that's the thing that Eddie still has. So regardless if the story is great or not, I feel like that's one of the things that really is always just core to the Beverly Hills Cop franchise. It's just Eddie Murphy being Axel Foley, doing cool stuff, getting in and out of places that he shouldn't, trying to figure out the bad guy's plan, trying to figure out what he needs to do to get the job done. And that's why you love Axel. He really has no regard for any kind of police etiquette. He's always just going to do whatever he needs to do to get the job done, and they didn't change that about this. So that's what I really liked about it. I won't go into a whole bunch of spoilers, but basically when Jane, who's Axel's daughter, decides to represent a client who is known as a cop killer, everything goes crazy. She's threatened and almost killed. And so Billy has also been working on the case. So he calls Axel, "Hey buddy, I need you to come to town. We have to figure this out." So obviously Axel, wanting to make sure his daughter's all right, wanting to help Billy, wanting to get back into the action, comes and tries to figure out what's going on. And he can immediately see that there's some things that are up to no good. Obviously when Kevin Bacon shows up, you immediately are like, yeah, that dude's bad. So there's actually a moment in Bad Boys Ride or Die where there's a character that shows up in the police chief's office and you're like, yeah, that dude's bad. Like what are we doing here? So that's the one thing about Hollywood lately. I'm like, or maybe I'm getting older or Hollywood is just getting lazy. I'm like, why do you keep showing us the rich suited up bad guy in the office when the detective goes to meet him and we immediately know who he is? It's kind of a tick for me right now. There was a lot of nostalgia in the film. I didn't think they went super overboard, but there were some callbacks. Specifically, I thought of one where he goes to a hotel and tries to get a room, and the room is exorbitantly expensive. I think in the original film it was $240 a night. I think this one it was $940 a night. So I thought that was fun. So there's a little bit of a tag sequence where Axel gets in the back of the car while Rosewood and Taggart are trying to do a stakeout on him, and you kind of get that fun callback where they're, you know, he's trying to get them to do something that they know they don't want to do. And I just love that, you know, Rosewood at the end of it is like, you know, I'm going to do it, Taggart. You know, I'm going to do it. So I thought some of those moments were really nice. So like I said, it's not a barn burner. It's not something you got to write home about, but it's a really good sequel, a really good installment for the franchise. If you're a Beverly Hills Cop fan and you really enjoy these movies, I think you'll have a good time with this. I know a lot of people in my family and a lot of my friends are really excited about it. So make sure you go check it out. It's on Netflix. It's free if you have a Netflix account, so you don't have to get up and go to the movie theater, which I also suggest that you do because I love going out to the movie theaters. But this one right here, you can just sit at home and relax over this Independence Day weekend. And yeah, you guys have a good one. Make sure you hit like, subscribe if you like this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.